It is so cold in my office right now that it feels like I've had 6 coffees today. Like my voice is a bit shaky and like my shoulders are kind of moving because I've got to get a heater out here. This is ridiculous. 2024 has been ridiculously busy with work. I've said it a couple of times in the previous videos, but it's mid-May now and I've probably shot like at least 60 days and had probably another 60 editing. So I've never had a full-time job, but this feels like it's very full-time at the moment. Most of the work has been really fun. It's either been chasing dolphins or hydrofoiling or winery stuff. I work with really cool people in each of those aspects. So even though it's work, it's still a lot of fun involved in the work. But I have noticed that the cracks that are sometimes there have been getting a bit bigger. It looks so pretty. I know if I was home, I'd probably just be asleep in Cora's bed right now because I am tired. Freelance is great because you can structure your life accordingly. That's my whole campaign with this YouTube channel, to show that freelance and fatherhoods can coexist. We don't have to get a full-time job when we have kids. The beauty and balance of being freelance actually enhances your relationship with the kids, from my aspect anyway, because of the time that we have off. Sure, when we're working, we're crazy, lunatic busy, but then it stops. It's like quitting a job and being like, cool, I'm going to stay with the kids now. But knowing the phone's going to ring again, and then you can be crazy busy making the money, and then you can hang with the kids. So it is this juggle that I keep ranting about. But when you're too busy, that's when the cracks show. Don't. I literally said don't. And what did you do? You did. I'm not proud to say that it was probably early April. I kind of snapped at Cora, which I'm a fairly placid sort of person. It wasn't anything major. I just got angry and kind of snapped back at her. Like, she is as stubborn as I am, so we clash like this a fair bit. And I can usually play it off, but this time I just bit back. I don't know what it was, but I put it down to the amount of work that I've had, the stress that I've incurred from being so busy and not focusing on the other aspects of my life. The work-life play balance that I'm always banging on about was completely out of whack. That it's a non-negotiable. I just have to work. As I've gotten older, I've noticed that my friend group, which used to be pretty big, has kind of shrunken down to the people that I actually can give my time for. But the beauty of the attrition of friends is that you get to know who your true friends are. My previous life before going freelance was studying journalism in Wollongong. Even though I dropped out of that course after 1 year, I still have it on my CV as I studied journalism, which I did, a couple of classes. But in doing that, I made some friends for life. When we met, living on campus, you sort of weed out who's who and what people are into. And when I realized that these guys were into bodyboarding as well, they were like, cool, let's surf with that dude. I've always found the ocean brings people together. It's the fight or flight mentality for sure. There's one surf that stands out, called it Beef Reef. Stiller's rant went kind of viral back in the day.
Tibble's favourite wave in New South Wales.
It was just wishy-washy, breaking everywhere. None of us were comfortable, but we were calm in our own selves. The fact that we paddled out, survived to come back in, was a pretty major thing. And yeah, I don't think we even caught a wave that day. The ocean just has that particular pull for people who choose to stand and fight. It's been our plan to get this house down the south coast of New South Wales. All the families come down, we can all catch up and hang, get a 12-bedroom house. Grandiose plans that were just way too hard to follow through with everyone's busy schedules. So mid-April, when I noticed the cracks in my own life were getting a bit bigger, I called up the guys and said, I'm just going to come over by myself. Is there a couch I can sleep on? And we'll try to get everyone in the same place at the same time and just do it. Making that call 2 weeks before travel was all well and good, but then when it came to actually leaving, I felt so selfish. I was like, I'm doing this for me, but in turn for us, because I'm not very fun to be around. So I need to go and fill my cup with my people, and then I'll come back and I'll be good. When I saw, still kind of tears up now, Finn standing by the window waving goodbye. I was just like, what am I doing? This is the place I want to be. Like, why am I leaving my home to go and fill my cup? Like, why isn't home filling my cup? And that's where the work-life play balance comes in. If it's not working together in this perfect synchronicity, something's got to give. Even at the airport, I was just sitting there going, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I haven't been that angry, trying to justify with myself, you know. Cora was abrupt that day, that's why I got angry. I shouldn't be going away. I don't need this as much as I thought I did. In the end, I chose to be selfish and I went. This is about a month ago, and it's honestly the easiest and the best thing that I've done for myself. I keep telling myself I can just jump in the ocean, I can go have fun, I can go paddle, do a downwind or whatever, and that's the time that I need. But even as a man, you do need other people around. Seeing my people in the place that I called home as well, in Wollongong, was just like, cool. I miss the kids, I miss Millie, I miss my life, I miss my home. But for these 3 days, I'm gonna soak up the love from my guys. Has to be said, we are the worst communicators. We did have some good chats, but there was a lot of just grunting and just being happy to be around each other. And that's the beauty of true friends. You don't need to have those 4-hour long-winded conversations of like, what have you been doing over those last 7 years since I saw them? We go back to caveman styles. We're like pointing and laughing and we know exactly what we're talking about. Hopefully filling your own cup doesn't have to be as escapism as mine was, jumping on a jet plane and flying away for 4 days, leaving your problems at home. Being open and having the vulnerability to ask your partner, can we have a chat about how I'm doing? I think some of the cracks might be showing, and being open to their feedback of, yeah, those cracks have been showing for a couple of weeks. Do you need some time off, or do you need to maybe outsource one of your jobs?
I gotta film you guys.
Conversations like that with our partner, who is probably seeing a lot more of us than we see of ourselves. Hopefully that can help for getting our work-life play balance back in check. And if it's in check, it doesn't really matter if it's life, play, work, life, work, play, work, life, play, life. There's an extra one. I'm rambling. I'm going to do some work because one of my clients is probably yelling at me, thinking, why is your phone on silent, punk? Get back to my job.
Tibble grew up surfing with just like one friend and like 50 great white sharks. So you go surfing with him in like any other normal environment, like you, Tibble, a friend,
No great
and then like another 2 people out there, and Tibble's like, fuck this man, there's too many people out, I'm fucking angry. Best surf you've ever surfed in your life. Tibble's like, fuck that man, it's fucking shit. It's the best surf ever, but there's too many cons out, it's crowded. So we surfed Beef Reef. There was like one good wave every 3 hours, and it was me and Tipple and Thorn out. And there was also like this ridiculous current. It was like a fucking Boeing 747 jet engine in the water, and you had to paddle against that shit. And a good wave would come every 2 hours, and Tipple would be like, it's fucking pumping. But he was only saying that because there was only one great white shark, which was circling this like some hungry fucking succuboso shark demon. A good wave every 2 hours, and Tipple's like, holy shit, it's pumping out here, fuck, I'm frothing. It did look good. It looked alright. Ridiculous current that you had to fucking paddle your fucking ass off for 3 hours to get into position for this wave. Just relax. James Franco's in that movie, like, Sliders or Shifters where he can teleport. Jumper. You would have had to have been him with surfing skills to catch this fucking wave, get your fucking spinal cord broken, your fucking arms ripped off, your fucking brains falling out of your head, your intestines coming out of your dick. And it was like, it's pumping, it's so sick out here. Beef Reef. Tipple's favourite wave in New South Wales.